Hello, my name is Pastor Joe Cowell, and I pastor First Assembly of God in Cheney, Kansas. And this is today's video devotional. The story is told in 2 Kings chapter 7 about four lepers who were in dire need of food. There was a famine in the land, and not just a famine, but in the city of Samaria. They lived outside the city, as all lepers did in that day. And we see that they just didn't have a famine, but they were besieged by the king of Aram. The Arameans were around the city, and they didn't let people come in or out, and eventually supplies ran low in the city, and the people were distraught. But God knew that he had people in that city, and they cried out to him, and God sent his prophet Elisha and said, don't worry, God will provide food for you. But there was these four lepers outside the city, and they made this comment: why do we sit here till we die? Things are bad around us. We don't have any food. We're going to die. So why are we going to sit here? Why don't we go to the camp of the Arameans and see what they will do to us? If we go there and they kill us, we will die. If we stay here where we're at, we'll die. So they got up the next morning and they went into the camp of the Arameans. And instead of seeing a camp full of men, of battle-ready men who were ready to take their lives, they found the camp just like it had been before, just like it would have been. It was a ghost town, but everything was still there. All the food, all the supplies, everything, the clothes, their tents, everything. For you see, in the night, God made there be a sound of chariots coming, and the Arameans fled. They didn't even take their supplies with them or their tents. They got up and fled. And so these four lepers who were hungry walked into the camp of the Arameans, and they feasted on what had been left behind. But they didn't just save all of that for themselves. They eventually went into the city and told them about it. And all of the city came out and plundered the camp of the Arameans. The focus of the story this morning is on that one statement: why sit here till we die? Can I tell you today, quit making excuses about where you are in life. I cannot explain to you enough how you will never get ahead in life if you keep making excuses for the situation that you're in. God knows what situation you're in today. Those four lepers, they were the outcast of society, and they finally came to the point and they realized they were going to die. But you know what? They decided, if I'm going to die, I'm at least going to take action and go, and I'm going to go out fighting. And that's what they did. They went and they took a risk. What is God calling you to do today? I know God's calling you not to cower in a corner. God's not calling you to go back and to just retreat. He's calling you to move forward. Trust in God's strength. Trust in God's word. And take a chance. Do something for God, because the situation you're in right now probably stinks. But you know what? What God has prepared for you might be wonderful and great. There might be a camp that has all the plunder of the Arameans in it just for you today, if you'll just get up and go. But the thing is, you have to get up and you have to go. But as you trust in the Lord, as you ask the Lord for his guidance and direction, he will give you the strength to get up from where you are to go to where he has prepared for you. Because God took care of the four lepers that day, and they shared in their bounty with all those inside the city. Be encouraged today. Don't make excuses, but go where God has called you to go and do what he has called you to do. Be blessed.